Hello everybody and welcome to Mighty Ox Trading. In this video we're going to go through the Mighty Ox Trading top 10 futures prop firm list 10 to 1. I'll also explain my very unscientific methodology that I use to create the list. Before we get started though, I'll remind you to gore that like button and also subscribe because I plan on putting out a lot of fresh new content over the coming weeks and you don't want to miss any of it. Why don't we get started on the list? First of all, top 10 list. Obviously my opinions, but I put a lot of thought into this, so take it for what that's worth. Let's take a look. First off, here is the entire list of props that I have a relationship with at this time. So these are all the props that I considered in this top 10 list. I'm not going to read the whole list. You can read it there. But there's 18 of them there. There's actually should be 19. I added one since I started creating these graphics a couple of weeks ago. The one that's not on the list is Savius or Savius. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Savius. Anyway, so that's the complete list that I considered when creating this list. Now, let's look at what about Topstep? Topstep's not on that list. Well, Topstep chose about 6 months ago they no longer have a relationship with most of their affiliates. They kept a couple, killed a bunch of them, not killed them. They didn't actually kill them. I mean, killed the relationship. That would be bad. I'm not accusing Michael Pataka of murder. Anyway, so they're not on my list. Where would they be if they were on my list? Probably still top 3. You know, when they cut me, they were number 1. They've had a couple of ups and downs since then. Probably still top 3. So just, take that as a thought too. I have nothing against Topstep. They're a great company. If they don't want to have a relationship with me, then I'm going to go out of my way to bring them up, but then I don't also, I don't exclude them either. So, now before we continue, I do have some companies that are in purgatory. They include companies like Elite Trader Funding, Next Gen. Like I said, they're Savius. When I made this, Savius was in purgatory. They've moved up. Trade Finder, Trade Shield, and UProfit. UProfit's an old G that's had some major issues that I've kind of dropped. I had not considered them for the list. They may end up being back in my promotion, but right now they're not considered. And then we also have the Blacklist, and I might do videos on all of these in the coming weeks about why they're on the blacklist, why they're in purgatory, etc. Blue Sky, Funded Futures Family, Humble, Lilu, and Precision are the 5 that are on my blacklist now. Also, all the new Forex coming in the futures ones are not on my list at all. We'll have to see how they do. So, here's my methodology. Before we go into this, though, when I go through the list of the top 10, I just want to explain, I'm just going to do a quick blurb. We don't want this to be a 2-hour-long video of why, the whys and whys of where these guys are. I plan on doing an individual video on each company to explain why they're in the top 10, where they, why they placed where they did, the good, the bad. And for the ones that didn't make the top 10, I plan on doing a video of why they didn't, and their good points as well. So be watching for these videos. I hope to be filling up, YouTube here over the next month or so with these style videos. So let's go through the methodology real quick. Remember, this is very unscientific. I do not assign points or whatever to each one and say here, how long is the company in business? It's not like I give Topstep a 5 and I give, the futures desk a 1 or anything like that. It's just something I consider in my mind when I'm working on this list. So my methodology, these are the things I consider. How long a company's been in business. We want to know, about the track record is always a good thing. Payout histories, obviously, that's a very important one. How long they've been paying out, how many problems have there been paying out, if there's been any problems. I mean, the owners and the representatives, we like to know who owns the company. We like to see their interactions with with people. Some companies are totally hidden. Some are totally, front facing. So that goes into my thoughts, and also how they interact. Not just that they interact, but if they're rude and condescending versus nice and good customer service. Sustainability, path to live. It's become a big thing over the last year as we've seen failures in this industry. So I definitely want to know about the sustainability. Account variety and choices. How many different sizes accounts, how many different types of drawdown, etc. Drawdown types offered, so intraday, end of day, static, swing, etc. I'm honestly, I ding for if they just have a majority of intraday. The rules and their strictness. In other words, some of these companies have stricter rules that are, in my opinion, aren't trader friendly and don't really add to risk management. So if if a company has some strict rules, that'll get them dinged in my list. Whereas if a company lets a trader trade, that is more beneficial. Ooh, jump two there. How about that? Payout policies, hoops to jump through. In other words, how easy is it to get your money when you reach payout? Do you have to jump through hoops? Do you have to, wait a few days? Do you have to, etc.? And then pricing. Obviously we want sustainable companies that price their stuff well, but some of these companies seem to just be a little bit on the astronomical side, and that's not trader friendly either. There should be a good balance. Things I do not consider: commission percentage. I don't care what they pay me. I am not worried about, as an affiliate, what I'm paid by the company. I in my top four, I have one of the worst commission percentages and one of the best. I'm looking out for you guys. If I give you guys the best companies in my mind, then that's going to benefit everybody. I really don't care about commission percentage or personal friendships. I'm friends with, or at least have relationships with several companies. And, as we seen the other day, if you missed it, me and Tick Tick had some talking about an issue, and they respect me, I respect them, but, none of that goes into where they are in the rankings. So, we've wasted 8 minutes now, and we haven't gotten to the top 10 list, so here we go. We're going to try and go through it quick. Again, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on each company. We'll do a separate video about each company, explaining why they are on the list. I will talk a little bit about each company, and then we'll go to each one. So, number 10, Funded Futures Network. FFN is a good company. They've recently made some good changes, lowering the days needed on evals, doing some better sales, making them more affordable. At times one of the cheapest options when they're running their good sales. So Funded Futures Network, they're good people to work with. I've done some live streaming for them. So they come in at number 10. And their most unique thing is they have intraday realized drawdown, which means it doesn't follow you while you're in the trade, only once the trade is done. I actually think that's better than obviously better than intraday unrealized, but I actually think it's better than end of day for overall risk management. But we'll talk about more of that when we do the Funded Futures Network video. Number 9, Tick Tick Trader. Tick Tick Trader is, a good company. I like working with those guys, and I can say that they actually listen to feedback, which is a big positive. They don't just brush it off. They don't say this is how it's going to be. More of that will be coming out here soon about why I say that. But they're a good company. My biggest concern there is they have a very big focus on direct to funded, which is a fad that seems to be dying a little bit. But Tick Tick Trader is my number 9. Number 8, Fideas. Fideas has recently made some trader-friendly changes. Got rid of some of their most, asinine rules. I'll say it right out, asinine rules. And they've got a path to live now, so they are sustainable. At least it appears they're sustainable. Path to live. Looked like they were just for a while. So that's why they're number 8, and their pricing is usually pretty good. And they got a wide variety of accounts as well. Number 7, Apex. Apex, we'll go through why Apex is number 7 in their video. At one point, about a year and a half ago, they were my number 1. So yes, they have fallen, but they're still a quality prop. And by the way, one thing I meant to say when I showed my list of 18, everyone on there is, in my opinion, a quality prop that you will get paid from. I don't have any on there that I don't think, if you follow the rules, and yes, sometimes there's hoops to jump through. That's why we'll talk about those, but that you'll get paid. So Apex, number 7, they have some changes that they need to make. I hope they make them. We'll talk about what they are in their video. Number 6, Legends Trading. We don't talk a lot about Legends, and we should. Guy owns not only does he own the prop firm, but he owns a brokerage. He's actually more into the brokerage side than the prop firm side. He's been in the brokerage for years and years. And, he's just a good, solid company, and he listens to feedback there as well. He started about a year ago, and he listened to my feedback. He listened to a couple other affiliates' feedback in some changes he needed to make, and he's been making them, and it's been becoming a better and better company. And they have a very, very generous sim-funded phase, and then a live-funded phase. Number 5, Bolinox. I ding Bolinox because, nobody knows who they are, and they don't appear to have a path to live. But there's also very few instances ever hearing someone not get paid. There was one big trader that didn't get paid, and they do ding for if you're flipping a bunch. But other than that, they've been solid now for over 3 years, and it's really hard to ding that without much drama or anything. And maybe that's why they stay hidden, because they stay out of the drama. So we'll go through more of that also in their video. Number 4, the Futures Desk. Newest company on the list. They launched in November. I think it's November. October or November. And they want to change the game and how everything's done. Very quick sim phase into live. They want traders to succeed. They don't want to bet against them. They don't, they want to help people make money. It's a refreshing change in the industry. We'll go through all that in their video. Number 3, My Funded Futures. MMFU, I admit, was my number 1 up until recently. A couple of hesitations. Nothing I'm really concerned about. Just the couple of reasons to knock them down. We'll talk about that more. They're getting a little bit more expensive. They're not running sales on their more popular products now, which probably makes sense for the company. They've gotten to a comfortable spot, but it just means I ding them a little bit. They're number 2, Take Profit Trader. Best payout policy in futures. You can withdraw daily from the sim funded 5 accounts, whether you're in sim funded or live funded. Just a good overall solid company. Again, no drama from them at all. People say, why don't they have a Discord? There's no reason. They have 24/7 support. It's a great overall company, one I trust. You don't hardly ever hear about any issues with them. And payouts can be daily, and you get it within 24 hours. There's the major ding on them, and why they're probably not number 1, is the fact that they're end of day for their eval and then intraday when you're funded, which is weird. It's the only major ding. Again, we'll talk about that in their video. I don't want to give too much away. You won't ever watch the other videos they do, and then all my time would be wasted. Anyway, so now number 1. I guess you can all guess who's number 1. Well, maybe you didn't guess, but number 1, And this kind of surprised me that I decided to go with these guys number one because they're still, the major ding on them would be that they're still kind of new, and that's Tradeify. Tradeify is my new number one. I really like what Brett is doing over there at Tradeify. It's a good company. He's had zero payout denials in, see, how long have they been around now? I think August or September. So 7, 8 months, whatever that is. Um, he makes some changes. I know rule changes on but he lets everybody know beforehand. He adjusts to what the company's needing and what, versus what the traders are needing. And it's just a great, solid company with, you know, a wide variety of options. So again, we'll go into more of that in their video. That pretty much is our top 10. Give me your thoughts in the comments below what you think of the top 10. Was there someone in there that shouldn't be in there? I know a lot of people are going to say Apex. I know it. Be respectful in the comments. Don't call anybody a scam because nobody's a scam. But anyway, is there somebody that should be in the list that you feel? I'll take that. I take people's thoughts into consideration as well. This is my top 10 as of March 9th, 2025. Hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know what you think. That's all I got for now, but I do want to remind you, we are on social media, Twitter and Instagram. Come join us there. We live stream Monday through Friday, 8 to 11, sometimes longer shows. You come join the Discord where we talk about this often. I'll leave links and codes for all the different companies down below if any of you all want to check them out with any current sales as of when I make this video. That's all I got. We'll see you next time. Bye.